ⴰᴄᴅᴇ it is ⴄᴏᴍᴍᴜ. Where am I once again? Jesus Christ, where am I? Okay, the fox has made her appearance. ⴰᴄᴅᴇ it is, ⴰᴄᴅ, ⴰᴄᴅ ⴰᴄᴅ whatever ⴰᴄ may be working best for you. I do apologize for the tiny delay, but I was messing a bit with Streamlabs and whatnot, and I totally did not set up the stream last minute. Like yesterday I did arrange the whole new setup, but today I managed to mess such an amount of time and with so many things that, hey, I even managed to delete by mistake the credits panel on my Twitch. Let's pretend it never happened. It will reappear tomorrow either way, so yeah. I hope you still did not read through this game, but if you did, just stay around since we're gonna have some comfy time. We're going to play today UsoNatsu. It's a quite quality visual novel which does offer like a bit of heavy topics, heavy-ish I would say, but still it is so laid back and so delicate, like I'm in love with it. I so far did play through the demo only, but I must assure you I really loved it. I fell in love with it straight away. So we can begin the game now. Also, this overlay of mine is temporary. I'm trying out new things before setting up my actual overlay, so yeah, it's gonna take a bit of time so far, I believe. Okay, the game is connected. Let me see. Technically, I did set up a new chat widget as well. We're gonna see today if it's gonna work or not. And yeah, that's it. Let's begin with the game. Please let me know if the audio levels are fine or not. Let's see. The music is low at the moment, so I can't really say. Give me a moment so I can also fix the levels here. I really couldn't wait to be able to play this game with you. Like, I actually wanted to play it once it was out, but hey, I caught a flu as bad so that I couldn't even stand up nor sit down, so maybe it's a tiny bit loud. How about now? I hope the sound levels are good to you. In case of any problems, please let me know so I'ma fix that right away. And yeah, we can begin with this new adventure. UsoNatsu it is. I have still a tiny bit of a wonky voice, I would say, but not as before, I guess. So yeah, I do apologize about that, but I'm recovering. Let's begin! Starto. I've always wondered what love really is. I wonder what lies on the other side of the ocean. I love it so much how they inserted life today, but also such quality art over here. Both to the backgrounds and to the character sprites. Probably another beach, right? I wasn't expecting such a literal answer. Too bad, I wasn't joking around though. Really? Yep, because no matter what lies on the other side, all we can do is keep moving forward, one step at a time. I guess that's more metaphorical than literal. I'm gonna try bumping the audio a bit since it's quite lower compared to the introduction. Give me a moment. Maybe now it's better. Maybe. If you still want me to bump it, please let me know. You never change, Tachibana-san, no matter where you are. Yeah, I guess so.
恋に翻弄されてきた。
The two of us have always been victims of love.
だからもう一度この恋について考えてみようと思う。
Which is why I really need to rethink my views on what love really, truly means. UsoNatsu, the summer romance bloomed from a lie. And here goes the part that I did play through in
遡
the
ること
demo.
だいたい2ヶ月。
Let's go back about 2 months from this moment.
しおりと私がまだただのクラスメイト同士だった時、そこからなんかいろいろ始まった。
The voice acting is so good. Back then, Shira and I were nothing more than classmates. That's when a bunch of events were set into motion.
歌方。
Chapter 1, Fragile. The bell signifying the end of 6th period rings out. I put my textbook and notes away. The classroom is filled with the sound of everyone's chatter and the rustling of school bags being packed for the day. I overhear a conversation between two girls on the other side of the room.
どうしたの？
What's wrong? By the way, this female student on the left, her vibes do remind me a lot of ᴨᴏ from Flowers' visual novel. You're gonna see later on also why. Like, it did begin with the aesthetic type, but then some things were said that reminded me even more of ᴨᴏ. But yeah, I'm gonna tell you where the part of demo ends. And from there, I'm gonna read it from scratch together with you.
しおり、なんか朝日先生が呼んでたぞ。立花のことも探してた。何の用事かはわかんねえけど。
Also, I did expect this girl's voice to be like a bit more on the bold side, not as pitchy, but it's cute. I'm pretty sure Mrs. Ahi is looking for you, Shiori. And Tachibana too. So I don't know what for.
なんだろう。ありがとう。先生探してみるね。りく、先に帰る？
I wonder what's up. Anyway, thanks. I'll try to hunt her down. Are you going to head home?
大丈夫。待ってるから。
I don't mind waiting for you, so hurry up. I bet she got a crush on her friend. This is a girl's love visual novel. My name comes up in the middle of their conversation. I've got my own stuff to take care of, though, so don't pay much attention to them.
放課後15時に中庭だよね。目立つんだよね、ここ。
Let's see, meet me in the courtyard at 3 p.m. after school. Not a very private choice of meeting place. The main character is also so pretty. I love her hair and the eyes. Also the voice. I love everything about her, okay? Following the directions written on the scrap of paper left for me in my desk, I end up in the courtyard outside. To be perfectly honest, I know why I'm here. Having seen this scenario play out before, regardless of gender, there's a high chance this is a bona fide love confession. I've never dated anyone yet in my life, and I absolutely have no intention of going out with any kid here and now, despite their declaration of love. Because, you see, I have a crush of my own. Still,
無視するわけにはいかないよね。こういう
it wouldn't be right for me to just ignore them. While it's true I have no interest in any of my classmates, I won't know the extent of this mysterious person's feelings for me unless I hear them out. That said, it's pretty rare to be invited to a convention spot through a handwritten letter. The formality makes it even harder to simply turn the request down, too. School courtyard.
そろそろかな。
They should be here any minute. Oh,
立花ごめん、待たせた。
my guy, you're so loud. Tachibana, I hope you weren't waiting long. I vaguely recognized the boy who shows up as a fellow classmate in my homeroom. I struggle to recall his name, but I don't think we've ever spoken to one another before. Now he's talking to me. Based on what he's saying, it's a safe bet that he's the one who left me the confession. Following some fairly random small talk, he quickly gets down to the matter at hand.
俺、立花のこと好きなんだ。
I really like you, Tachibana.
俺と付き合ってくれないか。
I am not impressed there, I see. Maybe we could go out?
なんで？
Why?
なんでって、ほら、立花って可愛いし、クールだし。
Why? Why what? Come on, I mean, you're really cute and stylish. And that's all. Anything else? Only for my appearance. Come
だから
on.
好きってこと？
So that's why you like me? In response to my question, he offers up several seemingly perfunctory compliments.
なるほど。でも、わかんないんだ。話したことないのに、本当に私のこと好きなの？
I see, but I still don't understand. We've never talked before, so how can you know that you like me?
いや、見た目っていうか、一目惚れっていうか。
Huh? I don't know. I could just tell I did. It was like love at first sight or something.
そっか。ありがとう。でも、とりあえず、付き合うとかはないかな。ごめんね。
Oh, yeah? Well, thank you, but I'm not really interested in dating you. Sorry.
こっちこそごめん。
No, I'm the one who should apologize. For what, though? Hmm? I mean, it's not like we're friends or anything. So I guess anyone will be hurt hearing something like that.
今日のことはなかったことにしてくれ。
Let's just pretend like this didn't happen, okay? Hey, why?
ん？
Not like that.
うん。いいけど。
Sure, if that's what you want. As soon as I agree, he glances around furtively, making sure no one's watching before hurrying back to school building. Does he feel ashamed? Personally, it's kind of a bizarre request to pretend like an event in history never
に
happened.
しても、そんな変なこと聞いたかな。
Still, I wonder if I could have asked him. I'm gonna eat my ⴄᴏᴍᴍᴜ. There's one thing I wanted to know. I wanted to know if the love I feel toward the person I have a crush on is the same as the love this random guy felt for me. That's interesting. Oh,
あれ？
huh? Oh. She was listening in on us? Or was she like waiting for the teacher that wanted to see her? Susie. Give me a moment, cinnamon buns. I'm cutting the kiwis. Owa, owa. That boy had an unexpected audience to his heartfelt confession. She's also in our class, and I even know her name. Minagi Shiori, the silent one. She's an honor student representing not only our class, but the entire Aoba Daiichi High School student body as well.
ごめんなさい。
I didn't mean to get involved, but you did. As soon as our eyes meet, she quickly lowers her head in a deep bow before straightening back up.
謝らなくていいんじゃない？ここ選んだの彼だし。中庭って放課後は人あんまりいないけど目立つ場所なんだから。
You don't have to apologize, he's the one who chose this place. The courtyard is usually deserted after school, but it's still out in the open where anyone can pass by.
ですが。
Still...
それに、どっかから彼の友達が見てたんだよ。帰ってくときそんな感じだった。
I'm sure his friends were watching from somewhere nearby. At least that's the feeling I got when he left.
か？
Huh? You really think so?
わかんないけど多分ね。私が告白を受けないって話は噂になってるらしいから、みんな確かめようとしたんじゃないかな。
I don't know for sure, but probably. I heard the rumor going around that I refused to date anyone here. Folks seem to enjoy tasting that theory. That's not nice of them. Not cool at all. Surprise flashes across Minagi-san's face as she nods in response. I get the distinct feeling she's experienced the same thing before.
ちなみに聞いてた。
Did you hear any of that?
ごめんなさい。
I'm really sorry. Why do you keep apologizing, my girl?
また謝ってるし。それよりさ、一個聞いていい？
Stop apologizing. Look, can I ask you something?
はい、何ですか？
Of course, what's the question?
稲木さんはどう思う？
What's your opinion?
何に対してでしょうか？
On what exactly?
私に告白してきたさっきの男子。私のこと好きだったと思う？
The boy who confessed his feelings for me. Think he really liked me? Oh my. That's a difficult one. I dropped the question fairly nonchalantly. She contemplates her answer, looking slightly perplexed before opening her mouth.
それはどうして私に？
Sorry, but were you asking me? Boba?
稲木さんもよく告白されてるでしょ？
You've received your fair share of confessions, right? That may be the case.
そんなことは。
Well, that's not wrong, but...
まあいっか。ちょっと気になっただけだから。
Look, it's not a big deal. I was just curious what you thought.
いえ、何が気になったのでしょうか？
I understand that, but was there anything that bothered you about it?
ああ、そうだな。もし彼の好きがさ、私の知ってる好きと同じだったらどうすればいいのかなって思っただけ。
Actually, yeah. Hypothetically speaking, if he really liked me, and if his feelings matched what I've experienced myself, should I have reacted differently somehow? Huh?
ごめんね。変な質問しちゃった。
Sorry, I know that's a pretty weird question. Give me a moment. I'm gonna put away the plate. And here we go. Okay, I'm all comfy now. Sorry, I know that's a pretty weird question. Oh, Miyagi-san and Tachibana-san too.
ちょうどよかった。まだ二人とも残っててくれたんだ。
What perfect timing! You two are the only students I'm still looking for. Is that the teacher? He's short. Huh? Oh, yes? It's Miss Asahi, our homeroom teacher who's also in charge of modern literature. My curiosity about why she needs us both together is quickly answered.
二人とも進路調査票の提出まだよね。
Neither of you have returned in your post-graduation surveys yet, have you? Oh my.
ああ、そういえばそうだったかも。
Oops, now that you mention it, I guess not.
忘れていました。すみませんでした。
That's true, I completely forgot, I'm really sorry.
ごめんなさい。
Me too.
提出してから変えてもいいわけだから悩みすぎないように。迷っちゃうのはわかるからいつでも相談してね。
You can always change your answers after you turn it in, so no need to fret. And you can talk to me if you feel lost about anything.
はい、わかりました。
Thank you very much.
来月の三者面談の前には出すこと。いい？
Make sure you get it in before parent-teacher conferences next month, okay?
三者面談っていつだっけ？
When's that happening exactly?
7月19日、終業式の後。
On the 19th of July, right after the end of semester ceremony.
そっか。じゃあまだ期限までしばらくあるね。
Good, then we still have time to slack off before the deadline. Goodness!
もう最初の期限は過ぎてるの。それと先生には敬語使いなさい。もう何回注意させるのよ。
You already missed the first deadline, and don't talk to your teacher so casually, young lady. How many times do I have to tell you that?
いい。善処します。
I'll get right on it.
はい、また来週。二人とも気をつけて帰ってね。
Very well, have a good weekend, and be careful heading home. And with those parting words, she takes off. That stupid post-graduation survey. I know she'll only get angry if I submit a blank form, so I have to write down something.
さっきのことなんですが。
So, about what you said earlier,
進路調査票のこと？
I love how the sprites are also animated. Aside from having physics. You mean the surveys?
いえ、その前の。
No, before that.
おーいしおり、そろそろ行こうぜ。
Oh, the friend. Hey, Shiori! Let's get going already. A voice calls out to Minagi-san from the direction of the school building. It belongs to Inohara, a fellow classmate. The two of them went to the same middle school and are close friends.
すぐ行くね。
Okay, I'm coming! After yelling a response in Inohara-san's direction, Minagi-san turns back to me before bowing her head politely.
盗み聞きしてしまって本当にごめんなさい。
I'm really sorry about accidentally overhearing your conversation. Really, I am. She's so polite.
大
What
丈
an angel.
夫。なかったことになったから。
It's fine. Besides, it didn't actually happen, apparently. Oh yeah, he asked to pretend it never happened, right?
そっか。そうでした。では失礼します。
Oh, I see. Well, I'll be going then.
うん。私もこの後予定あるから。じゃあ
Yep.
またね。
Oh. Yep, I've got plans of my own. See ya. Bye bye. And with that, she hurries back toward the school building. There were a few variations here and there, but the scenario basically followed the usual script exactly. The city. 4:15 p.m. After leaving the school grounds, I still have some time to kill before I need to be anywhere specific. Feeling a little grumpy, I buy myself a lemonade chock full of tart, lemons, and sip it while I walk around.
いい感じ。
Yep, this is the stuff. I'm going to meet with the person I like and attempt to change her mind.
先生。
Sensei. Would you be liking a teacher? Crushing on a teacher. This is the day when I get to see her, the person I love. My homeroom teacher during my third year in middle school, Shimotsuki Mirai. My first crush and first love. The first time I confessed my feelings for her, she told me I didn't actually love her, trampling my emotions right into the dirt. Oh. Yet I continued to pursue her, confessing my feelings for her endlessly, and each time she turned me down.
今日の言い訳は夏物の服を買いに行くだったっけ？
My excuse to meet up this time was shopping for summer clothes or something, right? I've used similar lines a multitude of times before, but I honestly don't care what we do as long as we're together. And I'm sure she knows that. In fact, I bet she feels the same way.
あ、そっか。進路調査票のことも相談してみようかな。ついでに。
Oh, right. Maybe I can ask her to help me figure out this whole post-graduation survey thing. I don't have dreams or goals or anything like that. But I have to write something and she might have some good ideas. After all, she's someone I really like, not to mention the person I look up to the most.
ちゃちゃっと書いて待ち合わせ場所に行こ
I'll just scribble something down for now and head over to the meeting spot. I start to worry, way too late at this point, about not getting to the meeting spot earlier, especially knowing she had the day off today. Yokohama Station, 5:12 p.m. We're meeting in the subway section of Yokohama Station. It's a weekday evening and the station's packed full of people of all ages, heading home from work and school. I guess I should include myself in that group as well. Our meeting spot is by one of the many pillars scattered about. It's been about a month since I last met up with her. We usually meet once every 2 weeks, but our schedules haven't lined up recently, hence the delay.
う。先生、今日はどれくらい遅れてくるかな。
I wonder how late she'll be today. She's currently working as a professor at an art school run by an acquaintance of hers. I originally met her in middle school when she was my homeroom teacher, but she left that position in the summer of my third year.
Oh.
Oh! I make it to our meeting spot right on time, and I quickly spot a familiar silhouette from within the crowd.
あれ、先生？
Huh? Sensei?
や、立花。時間ぴったり。殊勝な心がけだね。
She's so gorgeous. Goodness. That hairstyle so cool. Hey Tachibana, right on time. A commendable habit indeed. My rendezvous is with Shimotsuki Mirai, who arrived well before I did. This is the first time she's made it to the meeting spot before me. I catch a faint whiff of smoke from her shirt, meaning she's probably already had her post-work cigarette.
珍しい。先生、時間守れるん
She
だ。
also does have many piercings. Pretty cool for design. It's not like you to be on time for anything.
失礼なやつ。言っとくけど、私は社会人なんだ。時間は守るよ、基本的に。
Now that's rude. Just so you know, as a working adult, I'm usually very punctual.
基本的にでしょ。前には3分遅れてくるのが大人の礼儀だとか言ってたのに。
Usually, huh? I remember you saying something about it being common courtesy for adults to always show up 3 minutes late.
矛盾するものなんだ。大人って。
Adults are always contradicting themselves.
特に先生はでしょ。
And you especially, right, Sensei? It's been several years since she was my teacher, and yet I can't break the habit of calling her by her former title. Ever since I graduated from middle school, I've been meeting with her about once every 2 weeks or so. And we have one more shared custom between us.
今日も振られに来たよ。
I'm here for my regularly scheduled heartbreak. What? That's so sad. If anyone else were to overhear that statement, it would probably raise questions about the relationship between us. But our light-hearted banter, both requests and answers spoken in jest, is proof of how close we are. She usually responds by saying something like, "Is that the first thing you're gonna say to me?" Or, "You never give up, huh?"
そっか。
Oh, yeah?
何それ。今日はいい返し思いつかなかったの？
What kind of response is that? Couldn't think up a good comeback?
まあ、そういうことになるね。
Well, yeah, something like that.
それよりさ、機嫌は？今日、紙のタバコ吸ってきてたでしょ。
More importantly, I told you quit. You smoked a real cigarette today, didn't you?
どうして知ってんの？
How did you know?
わかるよ。電気のだったら違う匂いするし。
I can tell. The smoke from a vape pen smells different.
犬じゃないんだからさ。
Are you a drug-sniffing dog or something?
ワンワン。
Woof woof.
ま、もともと犬みたいなもんか。で、今日はどうするんだっけ？
I guess in some respects you definitely act like one. So what are we doing today again?
夏物、見に行こう。
We're going to look for summer clothes.
そうだったね。じゃ、エスコートして。
Oh, right, right. Well done. Lead the way.
任せて。
My pleasure. The store I want to go to is a couple of stations away, so lead us toward the turnstiles. I'm not sure if I can rightfully call this a date. And yet, regardless, she's acting a lot more awkward and stiff than usual. That's so see.
なんかいっつもここな気がする。
I'm here so often, it feels like I live here.
選んでるのは立花でしょ。
You're the one who picks where we meet.
確かに。だってほら、学校から近いし。
Good point, but I mean, it's close to my school, so it's convenient. We arrive at the shopping mall that's only a few stops away from Yokohama Station. The mall is connected to the tallest building in Yokohama, and as such, it has direct access to an observation deck with a view of the city.
先生と歩いてるとさ、私たちってどう見えるのかな？
I wonder how other people see us when we're walking around together like this.
どうって？
What do you mean?
ほら、姉妹とか親子とかさ。
Like, do they think we're sisters, or that you're my mom? Or that we're a couple? So I could never say that last one out loud.
親子はないでしょ。同級生って選択肢はないの？
I don't look old enough to be your mom. How come classmates isn't an option?
ギリ？
That's pushing it, sensei.
おい。
Hey.
そこのお店みたいな。
Wait, I want to check out that store.
はい。
Fine, fine. A former teacher and her former student. What a pair. She's no longer a middle school teacher, and I'm no longer a student under her supervision. So, what exactly is our relationship? We're not friends, and we're not lovers, and I've had my heart broken by her more times than I can count. I don't really understand our dynamic myself. So, how could anyone looking in understand it either? I have a feeling whatever we share will be over the moment we try to label it. But that's probably just my own insecurities talking.
ちょっと聞いてる？
Are you listening to me?
聞いてなかった。
Nope.
正直
Straightforward.
なのはいいけどさ、お店通り過ぎてるよ。
I admire your honesty, but I'm pretty sure we passed the store you wanted to stop at.
本当だ。じゃあ次行こう。
Whoops, then let's move on.
見たいって言ったのそっちでしょ。いいならいいけど。あ、
You're the one who said you wanted to check it out. I don't care one way or another, but... Oh. Sorry, I just remembered I did not enable something here. Give me a moment, please. Okay. As we were walking along... Hi Thunder Dude, hi, thank you for the head pat. As we were walking along, she suddenly looks over at a series of display panels. How are you doing today? Each panel showcases a different framed painting. Hi Gyepi, welcome to stream. Hi Godility, how are you doing? Each panel showcases a different framed painting.
地域のコンクールの受賞作品だって。先生、見ていきたい？
Too cute to start with hello, get up at the head. Also hello, hi, how are you doing on this fine evening? We're reading A Girl's Love visual novel today. It does contain some heavy-ish topics, but also it's quite relaxing. I did play through the demo already myself. And then I caught the flu when I purchased the game, so I couldn't stream it when I wanted to. Ah! Looks like the winners from a local contest. Want to stop for a better look?
立花、興味ないでしょ？
You're not interested at all, are you? I'm powerful. Once again, you're powerful. That's good to know. How are you doing? I'm quite goody. I finally managed to get an appointment to remove my wisdom tooth. Goodness. This wisdom fox was suffering. And just relaxing with this visual novel, so all is goody. You're not interested at all, are you?
先生がどう見てるのかは気になる。
Nope, but I get the feeling that you are.
じゃ、お言葉に甘えて。
Blushing anime girls, huh? In that case, I'll take you up on that kind offer. There will be some despair also, not only blushing. She then begins studying each painting on display.
お、うちの生徒さんだ。やるじゃん。いいえ。
This was painted by a student at my school. Impressive. It's pretty good.
教え子？
A student of yours?
担当じゃないけど、絵で覚えてる。
No, she's not in any of my classes. I just remember the painting. She's currently in charge of teaching a visual art class. Only a few students in the class are seriously aiming to complete an art degree, with the rest treating it as a casual hobby. From what she's told me, though, she much prefers this job to the former position she'd held at a prep school, where letter grades mattered more than life itself.
こっちは色使いが綺麗だね。
Those stairs are too huge for a mall. Do you think so? I did see some like that. Large ones, wide ones. The use of color here is gorgeous.
確かに。でも、先生の絵の方が綺麗だと思う。
Definitely, so I think your work is even more gorgeous.
比べるもんじゃないの。だいたい分野も違うんだからさ。
Isn't this one of those I get 100 girls, but not really because I'm worried about its stories? No, it's not. It's like a story that begins among two persons, two characters, that were into a difficult spot. I think it's gonna be lovey-dovey, but I'm not sure overall, since it's not all happy as a genre. It takes you from first floor up to third, like why? Wait. That's the second. And then this is the third one. Oh, just two girls. Look at them blushing. There's no need to compare besides our subjects are completely different.
先生が好きなのはなんだっけ？ベンジャミン？
What's the style you're into again? Benjamin or whatever?
バルビゾン派。
Oh wait,
何
it
回も
was
教
wrong.
えてるでしょ？わざとやってんだろ。
Barbizon, I've told you the name enough times. You're saying it wrong on purpose, aren't you? She looks at that annoyed.
正解。
Nothing gets past you. And yet I still don't really know anything about the art style itself. All I know is that there's a famous painting in that style by an artist who shares a name with Sensei, depicting a couple of women picking stalks of wheat. Seeing her talk about the paintings on display takes me back to when she was my teacher. One of the main reasons why she left that position was connected to a piece it created. I refer to it as the Runaway Rebellion. It was a kind of performance art where I secretly lived at her house for a week. I didn't tell my parents or the police, so of course it became a huge deal. Goodness.
あ、どうした
What? The number one rule of these games is if it works and the waifu it's a girlfriend. No, not like that. Not like that.
この絵好きかも。
I think I like this painting.
立花が絵に興味を示すなんて珍しい。はあ、なるほど。作者見てみ。
It's not like you to have any interest in art. Oh, of course, look who painted it.
下月美玲って先生じゃん。こういうのに出してもいいの？
Let's see. Shimotsuki Mirei. Wait, that's you. Was it really okay for you to submit this?
ちゃんと社会人コースって書いてるでしょ。商品券1万円分ゲットだぜ。
I made it as a part of an art class for adults. Heh, I won a gift voucher for 10,000 yen too. Money!
うわぁ。で、自分の絵が飾られてるって知ってたの？
Wow, does that mean you knew your painting was being displayed here?
さあ、どうでしょう。
Well, now, what do you think? She knew. She absolutely knew. I have no idea if art instructors are allowed to enter local contests, but looking closer, the winners from the adult section all seem to be art teachers from around here, and her painting stands out amongst all of them.
やっぱりすごいんだね。
Art class for adults. Come on. You really are an amazing artist, Sensei.
そうだね。見せておかないとなって思ってさ。
Thanks, I kind of wanted to show off a little.
出た。自慢。
There you go, bragging again.
はいはい、それで結構。でも、立花が私の絵を見つけてくれて嬉しかったよ。ありがとね。
Fine, fine, that's enough for now. Still, I'm really glad you got to see it. Thanks for taking a look.
別に思ったこと言っただけだよ。
I'm just stating facts and nothing more.
なら、なおよし。
Even better.
はいはい。先生の思惑に乗ってあげたことだし、次はサンダル見に行こう。
Okay, okay, I've had enough inflating your already overinflated ego. Time to look for sandals. Huh? Just as we were about to leave the exhibition space, I noticed a poster on a nearby wall. The brightly painted poster, covered in vivid shades of blue and yellow, immediately catches my eye.
夏限定のアイスか。立花、気になるの？
Oh, a special summer exclusive ice cream. You want one, huh?
かわいいなって。でも、先生はこういう美味しくなさそうなの興味ないでしょ。だから今日は別に。
I just thought it was cute, but you're completely uninterested in this kind of trash, huh? So I'll wait.
いいじゃん。食べに行こっか。
Why wait? Let's go get some. She's very thoughtful of us.
どうして？
Why?
綺麗な色だなって思ったから。実物見たくなってね。あと、今日は特別。
The colors look so pretty on the poster, I kind of want to see it for myself. Also, today's a special day.
じゃあ、私のおごり。
You're paying.
調子乗るなって。しょうがないな。私のおごり。
Don't get ahead of yourself. Actually, who am I kidding? It's my treat. She replies, all while smiling gently with her eyes closed. You don't blush? I may blush. Yes. Several food trucks are parked right outside the shopping mall. I actually did dream of temporarily my emotion toggles because I did create a huge mess multiple times, so I'm done with it. Being a little thirsty after walking around, I decided to get an ice cream cone while it's still light out. You should just to fit in. You think so? Give me a moment then. But it's more like a yandere blush. But still, there we go. Okay. Am I fitting enough the setting? I really hope so. Maybe I do look a bit crazy too. It's fine, I was crazy once. The food trucks are parked a few feet away from the entrance to the observation tower. Perfect. Thank you. The ice cream truck is especially busy, probably due to getting a recent shout out on social media or something. I gratefully accept the ice cream cone that my ex-teacher has bought for me.
ありがとう。かわいい。
Thanks, it's really cute. I guess this is the computer graphics scenarios here. I like these animated scenes. They're quite pretty. Also that ice cream cone. Giant. Yummy. Their girlfriends is better than two. I'm not in the game. I am this main character, technically. Wait, can you see my cursor? Yes, you can. Okay. My ice cream is colored various shades of berry pink. Meanwhile, she has a citrus-flavored sky blue scoop and a cat-shaped violet one. You're in mine. Am I? What are you playing now? The time in your game. Meanwhile, she has a citrus-flowered sky blue scoop and a cat-shaped violet one. A kitty! That's cute. The flavor of the latter is a complete mystery. The star-shaped cookie decoration sprinkled over the whipped cream topping only make it look even more adorable. Show the waifu. Sounds fair.
同感。この青とかどうやって出してるんだろう。
Agreed. I wonder how they get it to look so blue though. Food colorants
先生、気にするとこそこ
or
なの？
fruit. That's the part you're curious about?
だって写真映えが目当てでしょ。味はこういうのってほら。
I mean, it looks exactly the same as in the poster, and yet it tastes like this. Here.
でもなんか季節のいい素材を使ってるみたいだよ。美味しい。
It says on the poster they only use seasonal ingredients. Tasty. Nom nom nom, the ice cream.
立花のはベリーミックスだっけ？
I usually do enjoy eating ice cream in winter, but as of lately I'm not really wanting to eat it.
淡いけど
That's strange.
深いピンクが出てるね。
You know what is also strange? To read a visual novel while blushing like crazy. You got the mixed berry, right? It looks impressive, considering they claim not to use artificial coloring. It's light, but the deep pink really stands out.
また色の話？先生、食べないの？
You're still going on about the color? Are you actually gonna eat it? I might eat it if you don't want it.
私冷たいの苦手なんだよ。
We usually eat stuff because they taste good. Yasu. I do agree. I don't really like eating cold food. Well, why did you get an ice cream then? Did you expect it to be warm? It's literally ice cream. Like,
そうだったね。猫舌の逆だから犬舌？
alright, you have the opposite of a cat's tongue. A dog's tongue, maybe? What is that?
かもね。ま、じゃあ一口。冷た。
Maybe I may as well have one lick. Too cold. She lets out a shocked cry that I don't hear very often. Despite having gone with her to a multitude of cafes and restaurants, this is the first time we've eaten ice cream together. The huge gap between the temperature out here and the ice cream probably only added to her surprise.
ちょっとニヤニヤしないでよ。
Stop growing at me like that.
だって先生、
How can I not?
誰にでも苦手なものはあるの。
We all have certain things that we don't enjoy.
だから笑うなっての。
I told you to stop laughing at me.
ごめんごめん。で、美味しかった？
Sorry. I will. Was it tasty too?
うん。思った以上にフルーツって感じ。
Have ever one these writers say to themselves, what if this conversation was happening in real life? Is there anything weird about it? Yeah, the fruity taste was much more pronounced than I was expecting.
何してんの？
What are you doing?
ちょうだい、一口。
I do want ice cream. Let me have a bite, come on.
はいはい。
Hey, stop.
家だとしてくれるじゃん。
You let me do it when we're at your place.
してない。いや、そういや酔ってる時に心当たりが。
No, I don't. Well, I guess I do when I'm drunk.
じゃあ。
Here I come. Nom. Yay! Nom. I lean forward before taking a small bite from the ice cream cone in her hand. The coldness causes my eyes to squint shut as the refreshing citrusy scent of lemon fills my nose.
美味しいよ。
It's yummy.
まったく。
Good grief.
ほら、先生にもあげる。あんして。
Here, have a taste of mine. Open your mouth.
私は結構。
That's okay.
なんだ、私のも美味しいのに。
Why not? Mine is yummy too. I glance over and notice she's smiling at me. Or more accurately, staring at me.
どうしたの？
What?
別に。楽しいなってちょっと思っただけだよ。
Nothing. You just look like you're enjoying yourself.
私も同じ気持ち。
Well, so do you. We continue eating our ice cream while talking about nothing in particular. She ends up getting full about halfway through, leaving me to eat most of it. Since it's still light out, we decide to head back inside the shopping mall. After checking out her painting one more time, we finally start our summer shopping. We visit several stores before ultimately buying nothing. Welcome to a normal day in our lives. An ongoing love affair that we're too embarrassed to verbalize.
もうちょっと話してこうか。
I'd really love to chat more, but do you have time?
あるよ。なくても作るよ、当然。
Yeah, I do. And even if I didn't, I'd make some. The day's still not over just yet. Promenade. Evening. After leaving the mall, we decide to continue our conversation outside. We're by a body of water that isn't an ocean, a bay, or a river. The lights from the landmark tower and surrounding buildings twinkle on the surface of the water. It's beautiful, but somehow kinda sad. Wait. Yasu? What is it? Why did I get auto-modded? Did you? Let me see. You have to seduce them both at the same time and make them agree to be in a three-way relationship. It's no idea. There we go. I did permit it now. Thank you for letting me know. By the way, no, as I mentioned, I am the character with silver hair. No. It is not. The silver-haired one is the main character. I'm her. Lights from the landmark tower and surrounding buildings twinkle on the surface of the water. It's beautiful, but somehow kinda sad. Yeah, at first it was a tad difficult to me as well to understand that. It took me a bit of time.
珍しいね。先生がもうちょっと話したいっていうの。
It's pretty out of character for you to say you want to spend more time with me.
そうかもね。
I guess so.
何かあった？もしかして私に相談？
Did something happen that you want to talk to me about?
まさか。
Never.
何その感じ。先生、今日ずっと変。
Then what's with this bizarre tension? You've been acting weird all afternoon.
変か。そうかもね。
Weird? Yeah, I can see that. She looks worried. She paused for a moment before finally answering my question. Our usual conversation flow is off, and I find myself at a loss for words. What is she struggling to say? It must be something difficult to put into words. After all, I've come to know her well given all the time we spent together. Sensing my own silence, she opens her mouth to ask me a question.
立花の方は学校どう？
How's school going? It's all good, thank you, Mom.
あ、そうだ。相談したいことがあったんだ。
Oh, right, there's something I wanted to get your opinion on. Struggling to keep calm, I bring up the thing that's been on my mind. If we can get through this without incident, then it'll be time for me to finally head on home. Until our next rendezvous. I know we'll meet again. I take out the piece of paper and hand it to her. It doesn't turn out so well, though. It's about this, the post-graduation
進
questionnaire.
路調査表。
Up.
提出日過ぎちゃったからせかされててさ。何書けばいいか分かんなかったんだけど、とりあえず書いてみた。
I need to watch my manners. No interrupting others. It's about this, the post-graduation questionnaire. It's kind of a rush job since I already missed the deadline. I had no idea what to write, so just put down the first thing that came to mind.
ああ、そんな時期か。高校2年の夏も目前だし、遅いくらいかもね。
I guess it is about that time. So the summer before your third year is right around the corner, so it seems a little late. Glancing over at the piece of paper I've handed her, I hear her suddenly gasp. Under the target schools heading, I marked down a few universities I figured I could get into with my current grades. Her audible reaction wasn't to that list though. It was in response to what I wrote down in the section for long-term future goals and prospects.
これ、教師って。
You want to be a teacher? Wait, let me fix the chat. I just noticed it's a bit towards the upper side and I do not like it. Okay. You want to be a teacher?
先生と同じ。いいのかな、こんな感じで。
Yeah, just like you. Do you think it sounds okay?
そっか。
I see.
私のせいか。ちゃんとしなかったツケだね。
This is all my fault. I really messed it up, huh?
え？
What?
本気で教師になりたいんだったら相談に乗る。でも、そうじゃないでしょ。
She went psycho. If you really wanted to become a teacher, I'd be more than happy to offer my advice, but you don't really want to teach, do you? I can't bring myself to answer that. I can tell from her tone of voice that she's mildly annoyed.
立花が将来の夢とか目標とかやりたいこととか見つかってないのはわかる。
Eerie background music.
確認だけど、ふざけてるわけでもないでしょ。
I know that you have no idea what your plans or dreams are for the future. Just to be sure, you're not doing this purely to mess with me, are you?
だって将来とかそういうのわかんなかったから。
No, but you're right. I have no idea what I want to do. And the adult I look up to the most is her. I don't have to become an art instructor specifically, but I figured I could teach whatever subject I'm the strongest
立花
in.
なら消去法で進路調査票に教師って書くのもわかる。でもこれはダメ。
I could accept it if you'd come to this answer organically through a process of elimination. But knowing what I do, I just can't.
どうして？
Why?
理由がないならならない方がいい。学校の教師をやって辞めた人間が言うんだから説得力あるでしょ。
You shouldn't become a teacher for no good reason at all. I would think my words hold some weight considering they're coming from a teacher. One who quit, by the way.
ずるいよ。そんなの言われたら言い返せない。
That's so mean. You know I can't argue with you when you say it like that. Instead of words, I match her gaze with mine. I just barely managed to keep my mouth shut. I know that even if I were to speak my thoughts aloud, it wouldn't change anything.
大人はずるいもんなんだ。知ってるでしょ。
Adults are mean. Didn't you know that?
知ってるけど。
I know that fact very well. It's been a while since I heard her use the word adult around me. Once we started meeting following my graduation, she didn't use the word adult to distance herself from me as much as before. Though she'd often do things in front of me that I couldn't because of my age. Smoking cigarettes, drinking alcohol, paying with a credit card. I don't remember her ever blatantly pointing out our age differences before. At least not like this.
じゃあ私はなんて書けばいいの？これ来月には出さなくちゃいけないんだ
Thank
け
you
ど。
for the headbutt. Then what should I write? I need to finish this by next month.
ああ、試験後の三者面談の時期だね。懐かしいな。
Right in time for the post-finals parent-teacher conferences, right? That really takes me back.
先生！
Sensei, be serious.
それこそ先生に相談しなきゃ。今の私はさ、立花の先生じゃないんだよ。
That's something you should be talking to your actual sensei about, not me. I'm not your teacher anymore.
やっぱりずるいよ。
You really are a mean adult. There's no way I can bring up the next thing I wanted to talk about now. Plus, I really need to start heading home.
じゃ、私の用事。
I have stuff to do. She says that with a gentle smile that hides traces of sadness. I've only seen her smile at me that way once before.
話したいことがあるから、ここ来たんだ。
I came here because I wanted to talk to you about something. I found myself unable to speak, caught off guard by the expression on her face. In the wake of my silence, she continues to speak. I feel my shoulders tense up. It's like a part of me knows that what she's about to say won't be easy to her.
立花はさ、私と会うとき、いつも言ってるよね。振られに来たって。
You always say the same thing every time we meet, Tachibana. That you're here to have your heart crushed. Ouch.
だからさ、覚悟して会ってるってことだよね。
So I guess that means you're already prepared for what I'm about to say. Having heard this much, I already know exactly what's coming next. Even if she hadn't told me with words, I should have figured as much from the way she's been acting since I arrived. Right now, all I wish is that I'd noticed it a little sooner. Which is what prompts me to open my mouth and say,
先生、ちょっと寒くない？まだ6月だしさ。ほら、
Aren't you
風
cold?
が。
Aren't you cold, Sensei? It's already June, but it's really windy. Unfortunately, there's no way out of this.
立花。
Tachibana,
長くなるんだったらさ、私は場所変えてもいいよ。
if this is gonna take a while, maybe we should move somewhere else.
立花。まだ。私の話は終わってない。
Tachibana, yet again you're not letting me finish. I know exactly what's about to happen, but I don't want to hear her say it, because I know her well.
もう、この関係は終わりにしよう。
Whatever this is that we have between us is over. Isn't it a tad late to state so, after messing with us for so long too? As soon as those words leave her lips, time freezes. The people walking past us, the light from passing boats, all of it stops. The only thing signifying the passage of time is the cool breeze brushing against my body.
私が先生になりたいって書いたの。そんなに怒ったの？
You're really that angry about me writing down that I want to be a teacher?
それとこれとは全く別の問題だよ。
That's an entirely separate issue.
だよね。知ってた。
I figured. In fact, I already knew. She's so sad. I open my mouth and speak, just to say something and feel the awkward atmosphere, but she remains silent. The silence between us hangs in the air for 3 minutes before I find myself able to speak again. All I'm able to force out is a single word.
なんで？
Why?
知りたいの？
Do you really want to know?
理由も言わないなんて。そんなの納得できない。
I won't be able to get a closure if you don't give me a reason.
そっか。どういう理由なら納得する？
Yeah? What reason will make this easier then?
私が嫌いになったとか、ちゃんとした恋人ができたとか。
I mean, like, say something like you've grown to hate me or that you fell in love with someone else.
恋人ができたんだ。
I fell in love with someone else. Is that it?
嘘。
Liar. This whole thing. She pauses, taking a deep breath before continuing.
嘘とか、嘘じゃないとかって話でもないでしょ。立花を嫌いになってはない。でも、立花は私と付き合ってたわけじゃない。それだけ。
It has nothing to do with what's true or what's not. I don't hate you, Tachibana, but we're never going to be a couple. That's it. A very mature adult you are, Mirei.
そっか。
Messing with us like that for long and then stating so? Yeah, I guess you're right.
私にも一発の紳士さってのはあるってこと。立花も誰かと付き合ってみればいいよ。そしたらわかることもたくさんあるよ。
I see the poor Tachibana breaking inside right now. I absolutely accept my share of the blame for this entire situation even occurring. I want you to date someone, Tachibana. Hopefully, through that experience, you'll come to learn many things.
何それ？勝手すぎ。
What do you mean? That's going a little too far, isn't it? There are so many things I want to say. So much so that my head feels like it might explode. Who do you think you are? How long have you felt this way? Can we just hang out as friends? All that and so much more. But no matter which question floats up into existence, I know in the back of my mind that it's pointless. I can bring myself to ask them out loud. Except for one single thought.
先生、
Oh crap.
好き。
I love you, sensei.
知ってる。
I know.
好きだよ。
I love you so much.
ありがとね。
I appreciate the sentiment.
私が好きになるのは多分先生
I'm feeling bad! The only person I ever loved in this world is you.
大丈夫。大人になったら私より好きになれる人といっぱい出会えるからさ。
That's not true. Once you're an adult, you'll meet plenty of much better people to fall in love with.
壁と話してるみたいだよ。
I feel like I'm talking to a wall.
ああ、よく喋る壁でしょ私はさ。
Yep, to a pretty chatty wall, if I do say so myself. And with that, she takes out a box of cigarettes. She uses her fingers to slide out a single metal stick. The thinly gel-coated nails on each of her fingers are perfectly manicured.
先生、
Sensei? Hmm?
ここ禁煙だよ。
You can't smoke here.
ああ、そうだったね。じゃあ、私は喫煙所に行ってくる。これ、タクシー代。
Oh, right. In that case, I'm going to head over to where I can smoke. Here's some money for a taxi back.
いらない。
I don't need it.
高校生をこの時間に残してくんだからさ。最低な大人の最低限の責任。
Blush is the sign of an authentic waifu.
受け取って。
There's no way I'm leaving a high school student here, alone, at this time of night. I might be trash, yes you are, but I still have responsibilities as an adult. Take it. I don't feel like it's the case of her to be speaking about responsibilities as an adult.
ずっと期待だけさせて。ずっと。今日だって来なきゃよかったんじゃん。
You led me on all this time. I wish I hadn't come today.
私もさ、言えるか分かんなかったんだよ。でも、ちゃんと言えた。
I honestly wasn't sure I could actually say what needed to be said, but I did it.
最低。
I wonder if we're gonna have the perspective of the teacher here at some point, or if it's just gonna be that. You really are trash.
立花の言う通り、私は最低なんだよ。
You're right. I said as much myself. That's not enough, though. With that, she hands me a white envelope. I wonder how long she's had this with her. The existence of that crisp white envelope solidifies the reality of the situation. This isn't a spur-of-the-moment decision made in anger over my impromptu answer on the survey.
じゃあ、気をつけて帰りなね。
Get home safely.
楽しかったよ、この2年。それは本当のこと。
I enjoyed the past 2 years, and that's absolutely the truth. Yikes. Her voice seems to be coming from far away. Oh my. Hey, sensei.
先生、
Oh. I keep forgetting about the dialogues.
何だったのかな。
Hey, sensei. What exactly were we, anyway? But the shape of her body is already long gone. Waterfront Park, 8:17 p.m. Sensei. Sensei. My voice repeats endlessly inside my mind, but there's no answer. No response. She's long gone, and I have no idea where she is. I don't know anything. My one and only love is over. That's all I know.
帰れったって帰れないよ。これじゃ。
She told me to go, but I can't. I can't go back. I can always take a taxi back whenever I want to go home, just like she told me to. I've never taken a taxi by myself before, and I have no idea how much it even costs. I guess she must have known, considering the large amount of bills she gave me. Even if I go for a bit of a walk first, I doubt I'm in danger of being short on cash if I hail a cab somewhere else. Unable to sit still, I find myself heading toward the nearby waterfront park.
いつからなんだろう。
I wonder how long she's felt this way. The art is so pretty too. How long has she wanted the relationship between us to be over? I don't know the answer, but she'd been acting weird the entire time we were together, from meeting at the station to showing off her painting to eating ice cream with me. Looking back, it seems so obvious.
終わっちゃったんだな。恋人できちゃったらどうしようもないじゃん。
I guess it really is over. There's nothing I can do if she found someone else. What if I'd say something sooner? What if I'd be more serious about us?
好きって言えてれば私が恋人になれたのかな。
If I told her I loved her, would we have had a chance? But you told her plenty of times. When exactly did it become too late? Or could I have started over for a different ending? From today, the first time we were reunited after I started attending high school, when I ran away from home in middle school and stayed at her place, I genuinely have no idea. I don't know, I have no freaking idea. You stupid jerk! There we go. Insult her. I shout out my feelings of frustration toward the ocean. I squeeze the guardrail with both hands as I lean over it. The sadness I can't stop from pouring down my face drips into the water below me. Oh.
都合のいい時だけ一緒にいて思わせぶりで高校卒業まで待ってるのかなとか思うじゃん。先生から呼び出してきた時もあったし。
You're so mean, leading me on by making me think you actually wanted to spend time with me, tricking me into believing you were simply waiting until I graduated. All those times you called just to chat.
自分で最低とか言うなし、保険かけんなし。いつもそうじゃん。逃げ道作って楽しかったとか言い残さないでよ。
How dare you call yourself trash? That's just you protecting yourself like always, giving yourself an easy way out. How dare you say that what we shared was fun and nothing more? The more I scream, the more I remember. Her voice, the way her shampoo smelled, the smoke from her cigarettes, the taste of the café au lait she drank. The warmth of her hand around mine when she took me away that day.
私じゃん。普通に考えたら付き合うの。もう付き合ってたみたいなもんじゃん。
It should be me. In any other situation, we'll be together. In fact, we were together. The more I remember all the times we shared, the more strongly I believe that. That she would date anyone else but me is downright cruel.
男の人なのかな。
Could it be a guy? Her new lover, that is. Now that I think about it, I actually have no idea what her sexuality is. I just never thought of her falling in love with anyone other than me. However, if it's true, then I don't really have a chance. I never did.
だったらあるじゃん。距離感とか。ほんと。
But that still doesn't explain how close we were. It just doesn't. In the course of my outburst, my foot suddenly slips. Oh no! I lean forward hard against the railing, the only thing between me and the water. I shift farther forward, gaining momentum until I approach the point of no return, nor that I care what happens to me now. Really now? But at that very moment, a familiar voice stops me.
こんなところからじゃ飛び降りても死ねませんよ。
From this height, you wouldn't die even if you jump it, you know? What a nice approach. What? The voice is emotionless. I look around to find the owner and see a familiar girl standing behind me.
Minagi-san?
Minagi-san? Head empty. Mood activated. She looks so different from how she's at school that it takes me a moment to realize who she is. For someone I hardly ever see, she's popping up everywhere today. First at school and now here.
海に飛び込もうとするなんて、そんなに相手の方を思っていたんですね。
I can't believe you were about to jump in the ocean. You must have really liked them, whoever they were.
ちょっと待って、してない。
Huh? Hey, wait, that's not true.
それに、この場所ですと、すぐにボートが来ると思います。
You know, a boat would have picked you up almost immediately.
いや、だからさ、私、死のうとなんてし
She
てない。
doesn't look so shocked too. What? No, you got it all wrong. I wasn't trying to kill myself.
誤解だよ。身投げしようとしてたなんて。
This is a big misunderstanding. I wasn't about to jump, seriously.
そうなんですか?
Oh, is that so? What are you doing here? How long were you watching? What are you trying to say to me? I'm suddenly overwhelmed with a slew of questions. But before I can ask anything, there's one very important thing that I have to tell her. I know that I won't be able to move forward if I don't make this fact crystal clear.
ちょっと滑っただけだよ。
I just slipped.
ごめんなさい。私、早とちりをしてしまいました。
Sorry, I just clearly jumped to the wrong conclusion.
死にたいってまでは思ってなかったな。私の思いってさ、
I wasn't
そ
thinking
の
about
程度だったってことにな
I
る。
wasn't thinking about dying at all. So I guess that doesn't mean I wasn't toying with the idea subconsciously, does it?
そうなのかもしれません。恋愛で人が死んでしまう事件もありますから。
It's very possible. After all, I've heard that people can literally die of a broken heart. This is just getting darker and darker, come on.
私から見た橘さんは命を捨ててもおかしくないほど大きな感情を抱いているようにも見えました。
From what I saw, you clearly cared about this other person so much that you were willing to throw away your own life for them.
そっか。ってあれ、どこから見てたの？
That's true, but wait, how long have you been watching me?
橘さんが歩いてきて手すりの前に立って海に向かって叫ぶところからです。
From the time you walked up, grabbed the handrail, and began screaming at the ocean.
最初からだね、それ。
So from the very beginning, huh? What a nice spectacle it was, I guess.
それと橘さんが好きな相手って学校の先生なんですか?
Oh, so this person that you care so much about, they're a teacher?
やっぱ気になるよね。ま、皆さんの想像とは違うと思うんだけど。
You're curious, huh? Well, I have a feeling you're going to be disappointed.
それはつまりどういうことなんでしょうか?
And what exactly do you mean by that?
もう情けないとこ見られちゃってるし。そうだね。
Nothing. I don't want to give you any more reasons to feel sorry for me. That's all. Now that I've cleared up that misunderstanding, I feel like anything more will just complicate things. And again, being able to talk to someone else might calm me down more than simply yelling into the void all alone.
聞いてってよ。
That does make sense indeed. Listen to this. As I lean against the guardrail, Minagi-san settles into position next to me. After stilling myself, I begin to tell her everything about my ill-fated love affair with my ex-teacher. Oh, that's me in the past. So pretty. Running away from home in middle school, hiding out at her house, the very first time I confessed my feelings for her. I love the haircut. And the color also. Her decision to quit her position, my decision to transfer to a different school, which is how I ended up at Aoba High School. I had followed the no-contact rule with a great on while in middle school, but became less strict about doing so once I entered high school, leading to our eventual reunion. All the time I confessed my feelings for her, and how she turned me down every time, ending with my final rejection today, and the end of, well, of everything. I honestly feel pretty pathetic unloading all the gory details of my love life onto a classmate whom I've hardly ever talked to before. She appears to listen closely to every single thing I have to tell her. We've never really spoken about anything, and yet despite us sharing no real connection before today, I can tell she's doing her best to listen and understand my story up until now. Oh, she seems to be very gentle.
今日までの先生との関係ってこんな感じ。いいよ、笑って。痛々しくってしょうもないでしょ。
And that's how it's been between us until today. Go ahead and laugh. I know how stupid it all sounds. はわ
うわ、本当に笑った。茶化してる？
Wait, you're seriously laughing? Are you making fun of me?
ごめんなさい。
I'm sorry.
茶化しているつもりはありませんでした。笑っていいよっていうのは笑ってほしいってことなのかなって思ってしまって。
I don't mean to make fun of you at all. When you told me to go ahead and laugh, I thought maybe you actually wanted me to, so I did. Oh my goodness.
ちょっとムカついた。まあ、言ったの私だからいいんだけど。
Now you're just pissing me off, though I guess that's on me. The same serious expression that she'd had while listening to my sub-story flashes across her face.
私、恋をしたことがないんです。だから、失恋した直後の人にどう声をかけたらいいのかってわからなくて。でも、
I've never been in love, which is why I'm not exactly sure what to say to someone who just got their heart broken. Yeah, and she seems to find difficulties at reading the atmosphere and the irony, I guess. However,
その大きさは推し量ることもできないですけれど、下月先生への思いは特別なものだったっていうのは、橘さんの話を聞いてすごくわかりました。
despite not being able to even imagine the sheer magnitude of what you're feeling, it's clear from your story how much you truly cared about Miss Shimotsuki and how much she meant to you.
ちょっと違うよ。
That's not quite right. Pardon me?
この際だから言うけど、過去形じゃない。まだ現在進行形で先生が好き。
I just want to point out that my feelings for her aren't in the past tense, they're still very much in the present. Huh? As I speak, I suddenly feel something warm, trace above down my cheek. As soon as I notice it, the number increases from one to many.
あれ、な
Oh.
んでだろう。止まんないな。
Huh? What's happening? I can't stop.
そうだよ。私まだ好きなんだ。
That's right.
先生のこと。
I still love her.
変だな。振られたって自覚あったはずなのに。受け止めたって大丈夫って思ってたのに。
That's weird. I know that she dumped me for real this time, and I accepted it. I'm okay with it, or at least I thought I was.
やだな。どうしてこんな止まんないんだろう。
Oh gosh, I hate this. Why is this happening? I can't stop crying.
ちょっと待ってね。もうちょっとで戻るから。これさ。
Hold on, just hang on a second. I'll be able to stop in just a moment. I want to hug her right now. She doesn't say anything, but when I crouch down on the ground, she gets down right next to me. I'm not sure exactly how much time passes. At some point, my large tears gradually shrink into smaller ones, then a slow and steady trickle before drying up entirely. And she stays by my side the whole time. Feeling slightly awkward, I take a deep breath while unsteadily rising to my feet.
先生のことまだ全然好きだ。やっぱさ、大事な人のこと簡単に忘れるとかって無理なんだろうな。
I still love her with all my heart. I guess there really is no way I could so easily forget someone who played such an important part in my life. Which is why I said what I did when she overheard that boy confessing his feelings from me at school. It won't be right to just casually agree to pretend it didn't happen. That's how I feel, at least.
今立花さんがおっしゃったこと、もう少し詳しく聞いてもいいですか？
You said something that I'm curious about, Tachibana-san. I'd like to talk more about it, if that's okay.
どれのこと？
About what exactly?
大事な人のことを簡単に忘れるのは無理といったところです。
The part where you said it's impossible to easily forget an important person in your life.
いいよ。
Oh, right, go ahead. She nods after hearing my response before opening her mouth to speak.
立花さんは大切な人を忘れる、大切な人の記憶を上書きすることができると思いますか？
Instead of forgetting someone you cared about, do you think it's possible to simply override those memories with different ones? I can tell from her tone of voice that the question is important to her, incredibly so. She watches me silently as I ponder my reply. She clearly wants an answer to her question, and she won't say another word until it comes. Reading that silent request in her gaze, I hold back the flurry of questions I want to ask and answer hers instead.
振られたばっかのこんなありさまの私に聞いたってろくなことないと思うよ。その前提で答えるけどさ。
I've just been dumped, so the way I feel right now, I'd say attempting something like that isn't a good idea. Keeping that in mind,
できるかはわかんないけど、しなくちゃいけないと思う。
I'm not sure if it's truly possible or not, but I might have to try something like that if I'm going to get over her.
まだ自分じゃよくわかんないけどさ。前に進むとか言うじゃん。なんかそういうの。
I guess it's a way of moving on, though I'm still not sure I ever can. That's basically how I feel.
答えてるんだけど。
I answered your question, so... She seems to be satisfied with the answer. She gives another nod before continuing.
私も立花さんと同じです。大切な人を過去にしなくちゃ、上書きしなくちゃいけない時はあると思います。
I'm just like you, Tachibana-san, and I strongly believe there are times in our lives where we have to leave people we cared about in the past by overwriting our memories of them.
さっき恋とかそういうのわかんないって言ってなかった？
Didn't you say something earlier about never having experienced love before?
はい、わからないんです。
Yes, I have no idea what it feels like.
どっちなの？
So then, which is it? Though she's always had this mysterious aura to her every time I've seen her at school, right now, I simply have no idea what's going through her mind. She normally looks so serious, and yet her expression can instantly change at the oddest of times. Talking to her honestly drives me crazy sometimes.
なんか気が抜けちゃったな。
I feel like I've lost my mind. The oddest thing about this whole situation is my mental state, and the fact that I keep blurting out random thoughts as soon as they cross my mind.
ねえ、これからどうしたらいいと思う？
Hey, what do you think I should do now?
どういう意味でしょうか？
What do you mean by that?
私部活もバイトもしてないから暇になっちゃう。休みの日とか放課後とか先生といることばっかだったし。
I'm not in a club and I don't have a part-time job. I basically just have endless free time now. After all, I've been spending all my afternoons and weekends up until now with her.
何もしなかったらまた先生のこと思い出しちゃいそうだしさ。時間どうやって使えばいいかなって。
If I don't change something, I'll just keep thinking about her. I'm not sure how to spend my time now. Any advice? Knowing her, she'll probably say something like, how about picking up a book and studying for once? But in reality, she doesn't say anything. Unable to stand the silence, I found myself breaking it.
あれ
Well,
もし時間があるとおっしゃるならお願いがあるんです。
if you have a lot of time to kill, I actually have a favor to ask of you.
何？お願い？
What is it, this, favor? I found myself flustered by her unexpected response. Meanwhile, Sherry just continued staring straight at me.
はい。失恋したばかりの方に言うことじゃないというのは理解しています。
Yes, I know this isn't what most people say to someone who just had their heart broken.
ごめんなさい。でも今聞いてほしいと思ったんです。こんなの初めてで理由はわからないんですけど。
And I'm really sorry, but I need you to listen, because I've never experienced anything like this before, and I don't understand. I can tell that whatever is wrong, it's hard for her to express in words. Realizing I'm waiting for her to speak, Minagi-san closed her eyes as if organizing her thoughts. Then, after taking several deep breaths, she looks at me once more before finally opening her mouth.
お兄ちゃんを忘れさせてください。
I need you to help me forget about my older brother. Minagi-san says those words as she holds my hand. Her big eyes cloud over with a film of unshed tears.
私、お兄ちゃんの記憶を上書きしたくって、それで。
She took us by surprise indeed. I want to override the memories I have of my older brothers so I can...
ちょっと待って。いきなりすぎてまだ頭に入ってこない。
Whoa, let's back up. This is a lot to take in all at once. And I need time to process.
ごめんなさい。
Oh gosh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to...
大丈夫。聞かせて、続き。
Okay, that's better. Please continue.
はい。
Okay.
私、優柔不断なんです。食べたいものとか勉強のこととか将来のこととか自分で決められないんです。ずっとお兄ちゃんの真似しかできなかったんです。
I can't seem to decide on anything. What to eat, what to study, let alone my plans for the future. I feel stuck, unable to move forward. All I've been able to do until now is follow my brother's footsteps.
お兄ちゃんみたいにならなくちゃって思って生きてきたんです。私なんてお兄ちゃんと比べれば無価値と同義ですから。
I've lived my whole life until now thinking that I have to be just like him, but compared to everything he's done, I'm worthless. I see how it is now. What does she want me to say when she lays out her situation in such an extremely vulnerable way? The seriousness of her situation imparted through her words leaves me dumbfounded.
兄弟とか姉妹とかみたいになりたいって誰しもちょっとはあるんじゃないの？
I guess it's kinda natural for younger siblings to strive to take after their older brothers or sisters.
っていうかさ、忘れるとか上書きするとか家族だったら できないんじゃないの？
What I'm trying to say is, when it comes to your family, I'm not sure if it's possible to forget about them or overwrite your memories of them. Suddenly the big fight I got into with my parents the night before I ran away from home springs to mind. Even after everything that happened, my feelings toward my family remained unchanged. Having turned inward in thought, Sherry continues, unaware of my own private feelings.
そうかもしれません。でも
That may be true, and yet...
私は兄のようにならなければ生きている意味がないんです。
If I can't follow in my brother's footsteps, then my life is pointless.
これまではそう思っていました。
At least that's how I felt up until now.
なのに進路調査票が書けなかったんです。お兄ちゃんのようにお医者さんを目指して勉強しているので、それを書けばいいだけなのに。
And yet I couldn't complete the survey. It'd be easy enough to write that I'm studying hard to become a doctor, just like my older brother. I guess she has to find her true self then. It's quite curious how they're united by this survey thingy. Coming from different situations yet so similar at the same time.
お兄ちゃんのように勉強するのは嫌なことじゃないのに、進路調査票を書こうとしても私の中の何かが拒否するんです。
It's not like I'm against becoming a doctor, but whenever I try to fill out the form, I just can't bring myself to write that down.
だから今まで通りに兄になろうとするだけじゃダメだって思ったんです。
I think it's because there's a part of me that realizes I can't just follow in his footsteps forever. She says she's been desperately trying to be just like her brother for her whole life. Then again, I've been just as relentless in chasing after my former teacher, and then the survey falls into her laps. The only timed object that's brought our disparate lives together. But
どうして私なの？
why me?
立花さんが学校の様子と全然違うなって思って告白を受けている時と今の表情が全然違うなって気になって、それで
You seem so different from how you appear at school.
もっと単純な理由です。
I noticed that your usual expression changed when that boy confessed his feelings for you. Also, no, that's not it. My reason is much simpler than that.
立花さんに今会えたからです。
It's because we just met. What?
何それ？全然わかんない。稲木さんって意外とそっち系？
What does that mean? I don't get what you're saying. Are you telling me that you're like that?
そっち系ってどっち系ですか？
Like what? I'm not following.
ポエム好きそうみたいな。
Like you enjoy poetry and stuff. Like that, you know?
それもわからないのですが。
I'm still not sure what you're trying to say.
かもね。
Honestly, Minator. I see. I'm losing my mind again. The reason why she answered my question wasn't because she was trying to help me out. And yet, for some reason, there's a part of me that's invested and wants to hear more.
それで何するんだっけ？
So, what's the plan again?
私がお兄ちゃんとやったこと、行った場所、立花さんとの記憶で上書きしてほしいんです。
I want to override the memories I have of my brother, all the things we've done and places we've gone, with memories of you, Tachibana-san.
うん、いいよ。で、何するの？
Sure, okay, but how?
お兄ちゃんとの思い出の場所に一緒に行ってほしいんです。海へ行って、山へ行って、お買い物にも行って、水族館にも。っていいんですか？
If I said I wanted to take you to all the places that hold the strongest ties to my brother, the ocean, the mountains, the aquarium, even just going shopping, how would that sound?
うん、楽しそうだしね。
I mean, sounds like fun.
げやりに聞こえるのですが。
I feel like you're not taking this seriously.
正解。でもさっきも言ったじゃん。どうせ暇になるし。
Ding ding ding. But like I said before, I have all the time in the world to kill. That will be very helpful as well to help us distracting ourselves from the heartbreak that just happened. I find myself reflexively agreeing to her request. I still don't understand half of what she's saying, but I'm at least aware that it's something pretty out there. I'm not sure if it's pity, empathy, or a mix of both, but her straightforward honesty is compelling, and my gut tells me this is the right choice to make.
要はさ、鰻さんの思い出の地巡りってことでしょ？
So basically we're going around to places that hold significant emotional value to you, right?
はい、おっしゃる通りです。うまくいくかはわからないんですけれど。
Yes, exactly, but I have no idea if this will work out in the way I want it to, but...
ちょっとわかるかも。私も先生と行ったとこを一人で回ったら上書きになるのかなとか考えてたから。
Hang on, I think I get it. I was also wondering if I could revisit the places I used to go to with her in order to overwrite my former memories as well.
立花さんもそうだったんですね。
I guess we came up with similar ideas.
でもなんで私？ちゃんと話したのなんて今日が初めてじゃん。
But why me? We've never really talked much before today.
もしかしたら理解してもらえるかもって思ったんです。あるいは心から大切な人を上書きしたい気持ちに共感してもらえるかもって。
I had a feeling that maybe you would understand, that you, more than anyone else, would understand the desire to replace cherished memories of a loved one.
じゃあ私を好きになっちゃうかもね。共感してもらえると弱いって言うじゃん。
You know there's a possibility you might fall in love with me. They say it's easy to find commonalities when you're feeling especially vulnerable.
それもお兄ちゃんを上書きする一つの手なのかもしれません。
That would certainly be one way to override the current memories I hold of my brother. She seems to be very positive coming to it.
そんな動機で好きになられるの嫌なんだけど。
Hey, I'm not interested in having someone fall for me as some kind of backup plan or a bond.
嘘ですよ。
I was joking. Oh, there we go, fair enough. The sadness I felt before has abated enough that I can crack jokes now. But what's with this weird feeling? Ignoring the look of agitation on my face, Shuri straightens up before continuing.
では改めて私がお兄ちゃんを忘れる上書きするための思い出の地巡りに協力してください。
So, to sum it up, I'd love it if you'd accompany me on a memory tour of emotionally significant locations so I can overwrite my memories of my older brother.
わかった。
Okay, I'm in.
ありがとうございます。よろしくお願いします。
Thank you so much. I truly appreciate your
こ
help.
ちらこそよろしく。
Same, I guess. So I'm still not sure what exactly we'll be doing.
暇じゃなくなるならそれで。
If it gives me something to do, then I'm all in.
やけになってませんか？
Are you really that desperate for companionship?
なってるかも。ダメ？
Maybe. Is that so bad?
お好きにどうぞ。
Well, whatever makes you happy.
人事だな。
Not your problem, right? Aha, I get it now. The reason why I'm feeling so antsy. Talking with Minagi-san is kind of interesting, plus she's piqued my curiosity. In my opinion, our situations are completely different. It's one thing to overwrite memories of a former love interest, and another to try and do so for a family member. But if she can do it, then so can I. So I'd never tell her that.
鰻さんさ、学校とイメージ違うね。学校だと優等生って感じだからさ。
You're different from how you present yourself at school, Minagi-san. You always struck me as your typical honor student.
つい。
Gosh, that's...
ごまかさなくていいよ。minaぎさんがどんな人か分かってきたし。それに、今の方が話しやすいよ。
You don't have to put on the perfect student act in front of me. I think I have a better idea of who you really are. Plus, I find it a lot easier to talk to you this way.
それっていい意味なんでしょうか。
So, in other words, you mean that as a compliment?
お好きにどうぞ。
Take it however you want. She looks at me, her cheeks puffed out in annoyance. I suddenly realized that my eyes are completely dry, without a tear in sight. Minagi-san checks the time on her phone and her eyes immediately widen in shock.
もうこんな時間。帰らないといけません。明日の10時に横浜駅に来てくれますか？
Oh no, I can't believe it's this late. I have to get home. Can you meet me at Yokohama Station tomorrow at 10 a.m.?
分かった。
Sure.
そこから始めさせてください。
And then we can get started.
任せて。あ、急ぐんだったらタクシー代いる？
Sure, whatever you want. Actually, if you're in a hurry, do you want some money for a taxi?
いりません。
I don't need your money. Clearly frazzled by my offer, she rushes off. Though it makes sense considering it's already past 9 p.m. With how serious she acts all the time, I won't be surprised if her parents still set a curfew for her.
お兄ちゃんを忘れるための記憶の上書きか。
She wants to forget her older brother by overwriting the memories they made together, huh? I murmur absently to myself, remembering what Minagi-san told me earlier. Since Minagi can't live up to her brother's reputation, she wants to forget about him by overwriting their shared memories. Which is why she wants to go on this so-called memory tour. I have no idea what sort of theoretical mental gymnastics she's done to come up with this plan, but there's one thing that bothers me. Will she be overwriting these memories she has of her brother with memories of... me? The warmth of my former teacher's hand from so long ago seems vague now compared to the recent memory of Minagi's hand squeezing mine.
さて、私も帰ろっと。
I might as well head back too. The fear of moving forward, I guess. I stuffed the taxi money from Sensei back into my bag. Since I don't need to be back home at any specific time, I decide to ride the train like always. Keeping the money, I see. Karu's room. Keeping the curtain shut, I focused on the light filtering through the gaps in the fabric. I went to sleep early last night. Look at those cute plushies. I was worried I'd be plagued by restless thoughts and nightmares as soon as I slipped under the futon covers, but my fears proved unfounded. But that sobbing outside last night must have worn me out. It's kind of irritating to wake up feeling refreshed after crying my eyes out like that. Morning already? I get up out of bed and stretch. I'm not in the mood to see the sun shining this brightly. It's Saturday morning. The second Saturday of the month means a break from school, but I have plans anyway. I'm going with Minagi-san on her memory tour.
あ、連絡先聞いてなかった。
Oops, I never asked for her number. She'd been in such a hurry to leave that we forgot to exchange contact information. There's a chance I can find her Luna ID in the classroom group chat, so I only do so as a last resort. We're meeting up at Yokohama
た
Station.
まにはいいかな。
A change in routine is good sometimes. Might as well give it a shot and head out a little earlier than normal. With that thought, my summer morning begins. And now we're done with the section I did read through by myself while playing the demo. I think it was quite sweet how they assembled the moment of basically despair to hope by meeting our classmate at the same place. They look so cute.
める私たちだけの守り知らない言葉じゃないと
I love this game start so much. So we're gonna meet her again, I guess. I wonder if the teacher will cause trouble when we are with this girl here, like a reappearance. Oh wait. That would add a bit some drama, indeed. Boba. Summer love begins with a lie. So, Cinnamon Buns, I would end the stream here for today.
蝶々結びをほどくように
Chapter 2, like untying a butterfly knot. Yes, I'm gonna end the stream here. We're gonna see each other tomorrow once again. So let me check the schedule again, so I can let you know. Let me see. I hope you enjoyed this stream of today. I really wanted to share this game with you. It's a visual novel I'm really looking forward to, so yeah. It feels nice to having streamed it, having began streaming it live. So, for tomorrow's schedule. Awa. Yeah, I think I set it for 2:30 p.m. or 3 p.m. Yeah, 2:30 it is, and we're going to continue this visual novel once again. So I hope you enjoyed my stream and the game as well. I surely have quite some cozy time today. And yeah, let's see whom can we raid. In case there is someone streaming right now. Let me see. Okay, I think we could raid Jenny Bunny again. They just started streaming right now. Give me a moment. Jenny Bunny is a bunny artist VTuber, and they just began their stream. How come I cannot find them? Okay, there we go. So let's begin the raid, Cinnamon Buns. We're gonna see each other tomorrow at 2:30 Central European Time. As always, I'm very thankful for having had you around. And I'm always glad for all your super presence and all you're doing here together with us, with me, that is, the Fox. We're going to continue this visual novel and hope you're enjoying it. And see you tomorrow. Thank you for stopping by. Bye bye.